The Institute for Faith and Freedom at Grove City College presents the Student Fellows of Faith and Freedom.
Welcome to another episode of Season 3 of the Meet the Fellows of Faith and Freedom video series. Our guest today is Emily Burke, but before we get started with Emily, I just wanted to remind you all to head over to faithandfreedom.com, where we have scholarly op-eds by a lot of our professors, updates on all of the awesome events that we'll have coming up, especially early on in this semester, as well as a link to our podcast. So just a reminder, check all of that out once you're finished with this episode. And so with that, Emily, if you could just introduce yourself, tell us what your major is, where you're from, and give us a little bit about why you joined the Institute.
Sure. So I'm Emily. I'm a senior research fellow here at the Institute for Faith and Freedom. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm majoring in English and minoring in philosophy. And I think what initially really drew me to IFF was its espousing of conservative values on campus. Grove City College is already a conservative campus, but that extra push into really ingraining it into the institution I think was important for me. And then also creating projects, helping out professors was what I wanted to pursue as a great networking feature and as well as building my resume.
That's awesome. So could you tell me a little bit about what some of your individual passions are? Just maybe it's a particular issue or a particular way of just spreading the conservative message.
Sure, absolutely. So I think my main passions are, a big few would be just our founding principles, our constitutional values of faith and freedom and what our country is built on, and specifically applying that into education. I think this whole past 2 years now, with the COVID pandemic wiping the country, I think it's important to really look at what's going on in the public school system, how we can help children. Children are our future, and I think we need to help reform education. We need to give our time to children, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing in the future, is using my abilities and my conservative values and what IFF has helped me and ingratiated me to work in that sphere.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's definitely one of the better things in some ways that's come out of the pandemic is people have turned towards alternative schooling options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So could you tell me a little bit about some of the projects either you might be working on in the future or have in the past here at IFF during this year?
Sure, absolutely. So I am Dr. Paul Kangor's research assistant. So I've been helping him research a bunch of articles and information for a new book that he'll be writing and coming out with soon in the near future. I also help out marketing fellows with performing events and holding events. I'm working with the marketing fellow right now to get ready for an event for a PragerU host, so that should be fun and interesting. But one of my passions is writing, and I think IFF has really helped me with that. I would not have gotten my internship without Dr. Kangor, and that was last summer, and that was really helpful in helping my writing capabilities, getting my work out there, getting a lot of views, and IFF has just completely helped me in that regard.
That's awesome. So could you talk a little bit about some of your plans for the future, things that you're interested in and looking to get into once you graduate?
Absolutely. So the future is open. I am hoping to go into public policy. Specifically, I'd love to do political writing, and I hope to pursue that.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Just a reminder, all of you guys head over to faithandfreedom.com. Thanks for watching this episode, and again, check out all of our amazing resources.
For more information on the Institute for Faith and Freedom, visit faithandfreedom.com.